Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. You ever just wake up, have one of those days? You actually wake up good. Good mood, good rest, ready to get the day started, just ready to rock and roll. You do all your research, do everything you're supposed to do, record the videos, start doing stuff. And then after you leave, have no way of making any corrections or even reshooting the video with any kind of quality. What happens? Your peeps reach out to you to let you know there's no audio. Woo! The rest of my day was hosed. Sort of. I was not a happy camper. So that means no morning videos. No crypto minute. No crypto minute. And no regular video in the morning. And there was a lot of news in the morning. A lot of news. Right? I'll even rattle it off. Japanese Prime Minister is going to step down. The Fed cautious on rate cuts. Sounds like 25 basis points. Coinbase versus the SEC on DEX regulation. They think the SEC is out of their freaking mind. Surprising. XRP eyes exchange listings. Awesome sauce. They're getting more exchange listings, but they already have the major ones. But still, even getting the other ones is a big deal. And there are some murmurs about an ETF. Whatever. I don't buy into that one. July market report highlights, from CoinEx shows big volatility. Yeah. They do insightful reports. It's just that July was volatile. I'm just saying. We could all see it. But they do have some insights. So if you happen to peep that, that's a good read. Coinbase prepares to rival wrapped Bitcoin with its own CB BTC. This morning, I'm glad you guys didn't actually hear it because I was actually saying CBTC. That's missing the extra B. Brilliant on my side. Awesome. Floki is going big on marketing. I was going to talk about that last night. I touched on it a little bit last night, but I actually pumped the article out there earlier this morning. All these were articles. By the way. Goldman Sachs, almost $500 million on in spot Bitcoin ETFs. Woohoo! That's a big deal. Retail investors seem to be flocking over to DEXs. I wonder why. There's more. I told you about the retail investors. Animoca Brands is all about NFTs now. They're getting in bed with Zeta Chain to prioritize NFT traffic over meme traffic. Shocker there. The reason why I say so is because, somebody had reached out and dropped me a note. Said, what about my NFTs? I have no idea about your NFTs. I don't know where you got them, how you got them, whatever. But I kind of get the gist. NFTs took a backseat to meme coins. Why? Because meme coins have cute names, cool names, ha ha ha, whatever. Just like, NFTs, but to me, NFTs at least came with something, right? They came with something. They had at least some sort of purpose. Something to look at, something to listen to, a way to get into a club. They came with something. Meme coins, can you say butt kiss? Anyway, and then there was Bitcoin price kind of bottoming out. Looks like, we've kind of hit that trough, maybe. Then then it started shooting up today, and then of course, boom. But we'll get into that in a minute. And then Australia is suing ASX, their country's largest crypto exchange, centralized exchange, for misleading. Anyway, and believe me, it was the best video ever that I've ever done. No, just joking. Just frustrated that it didn't get out there. So I apologize for not getting it out there. So that was this morning's news. As you can see, that was a mouthful. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different points that I hit on this morning. 12 different points. Yeah. That's what happened was got to the computers. Everything's fine. Everything looks fine. Everything's just fine. And then what happens? Yeah. The one thing I didn't even notice, I thought it was on. I have the indicators on the side to let me know the mic is on. I have a big red dot right here that says mic is on. But the indicators weren't bouncing, and I didn't notice when I was recording. And it's something I usually tap the microphone twice, to see them, pop up. Yeah, I was not happy. Not happy at all. Hold on a second. What up, Joaquin? Turkey's yield port to invest 1.6 billion in El Salvador. Yeah, that's old news. That's from a couple of days ago, and I didn't even care. I didn't even care. You want to know why? El Salvador is a freaking mess, and I don't like Turkey, so I don't even care. I care a little bit more about Binance paying $1.7 million to Brazil to have them stop probing and stop hampering stuff. I care about that more. But that's just me. Largest private investment in their history. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Don't care. It's not going to affect my bag in the slightest. It's just not going to affect my bag. It might be good for the country. It's not going to affect my bag. And I don't know anybody from El Salvador where it's going to affect their bag. So, yeah, I bypassed that story. I bypassed it. I'm not trying to sound obnoxious. It's just when I go through the research and I do everything, that it's stories like that where there's validity to the story. There's nothing wrong with the story. It just doesn't register on the gonna grow my bag, right? It's not registering on that scale. So I was kind of like, I'm not even gonna bother with that. And it's not gonna affect the market. I mean, it's good news to put out there, but it doesn't really affect the market. So that's something. Yeah, I've got to get this leveled. It's just not playing nicely right now. Whatever. So yeah, it was a long freaking day. Rick Ritchie, what's up from Missouri? Missed you last night. What was it? Hold on, because I can't see everything. It's a session with people in the group. Oh man, last night was so much fun. Let me rephrase. It was so much fun for me. I don't know if it was for you, but it was fun for me. It reminded me about why I do this, right? It's just fun, It's nice having my kids be like, yeah, I heard that, yeah. But it's nice having the conversations back and forth. It's nice getting to know people, letting people get to know me. So it's really cool. But yeah, I was not pleased to wake up this morning and think I'm having a great day and sound's not on and had to rush out the door to get to a meeting. Just, Joaquin's like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, bruh, but your sounds. Getting the bad news, I got it from 7 or 8 people. Getting the bad news wasn't the big deal. It was the fact that the news didn't get out. That bothered me. And I had fun doing it this morning. Like this morning, I got 11. On the Crypto Minute, we had 12 articles. I got 11 out the door. I was speeding through. And that didn't work out too well. But it's all right. I'll get over it. I promise. I'll get over it. If you want to send me some tissues, it's okay. It'd be nice. Tonight, what do we have? Crypto was going up. Crypto was looking good. Then what happens? Mt. Gox moves $2 billion worth of crypto. Jump Trading started dumping Ethereum. Yeah, that says a lot. I think Jump Trading is jumping out. But that wasn't the big news. That was not the big news. What was the big news? The big news was the United States government moved about $600 million from the whole Silk Road thing over to Coinbase Prime, and everybody lost their freaking minds. Everybody lost their freaking minds and screwed up the rally. Remember, they tested this just a few weeks ago. Let's move this over there. I think it's a custodial deal. It's a custodian deal, and I think that's it. Boom, done. But everybody lost their freaking minds, and everything just took a nosedive after that. Yay! Thank you for the trifecta of BS to hit the news wires. U.S. government, Mt. Gox, jump trading, then Wazir X trying to act like we didn't do anything wrong, decides they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave their custodian service and move over to another multi-signature custodial service. Yeah, whatever. Y'all screwed up. I don't care if it was one of their vendors that screwed up. If their vendor screwed up, that means you screwed up. Period. You're responsible for the vendors that you choose. If you own a business, you know this. Done. You get no sympathy from me. None. Jack. Between squat and Jack, there's nothing. That's what you get. The scene that comes to mind is in Willy Wonka. You get nothing, sir. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. What else happened? A new venture fund with Toncoin, $40 million venture fund. Awesome. Toncoin is doing everything and moving in the right direction. They actually hit over $7 today. Let's see what it is now. What is it now? What is it? Tell me. It's at $6.90. But it was over $7 today. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what's up. They're doing everything right. They have a new thing where if you're a creator and somebody sends you, like a reaction, they can send you a reaction and you can trade that in for Toncoin. What? I need to look into becoming a creator on Telegram. Just saying. So that's going to be huge. That's going to draw in a lot of people. I'm not playing. I'm going to have to look into what is a creator on Telegram. What is a creator? Because what? Yeah, that might be a thing. I mean, if I can automate the process. If I can automate the process, then you might catch me over there. But if I can't automate the process, because I shoot the video one time, I have it split up automatically, all the mumbo jumbo stuff, and then the crypto minute blasts out to like the major platforms, and then the regular video I just post that myself. Boom, 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 boom. It's a whole process, but it's mostly automated. I got it. I got the processes down. I got everything on lock. So if it's as easy as that, cool beans. Now, here's something I'm going to save. You know what? I'm going to save that one for last because it really pisses me off. And I think we're going to have a long conversation about it, or a good conversation about it. Pump.fun. Here's some more good news. Pump.fun removes a $2 surcharge, and it pisses everybody off because it raises fees. And I'm just like, oh, that's nice. Pump.fun can't get out of its own way. They're starting to do a lot of things that just no bueno, does not look good. I mean, first of all, I don't like what they're all about anyway. Let me make it easy for you to create all these meme coins, hundreds of thousands that go nowhere. It's just me. I'm just not a fan. Then there's another one, Sun Pump. God. It's with Justin Sun. Does basically the same thing. I won't touch anything that guy touches. And he makes money. I just won't touch anything that guy touches because just look at his background. Just take a look at his background. You'll see why I don't want to muck with that. I mean, maybe he's been doing all right. Maybe lately he's been on the up and up. Maybe it's because he has so much money he can be on the up and up. But don't trust that guy. I just don't. Let's see. What other the bad news did we get? Good news. Morgan Stanley reveals that they've got a lot of Bitcoin ETF holdings. Nice. Wisconsin Investment Board bought more Bitcoin ETF shares. Nice. So we had a lot of good freaking news. Straight up. A lot of good news. But then everybody just poops the bed. The whole thing on the U.S. moving funds, people freak when somebody moves funds. I don't care if you move funds. I care if you sell them. I don't even care if you sell them. I care if you sell them on the open market in a big pile like that, like a pile of poopy doo. Hey Bianca, I'm trying to read what you said. I have to put a space in and then hit enter. You were in your mind mood this morning? I can't decipher that one. I was trying. I thought maybe it was because it was being blocked, but I can't decipher that one. You were in your Stitch. Oh my God. He just got a bath and now he thinks he's the man, so he's running around crazy. Can you please decipher that one for me, Bianca? I don't know what that means. You're probably on your phone typing. Got the autocorrect bug. Yeah, that we all get. So, something that ticks me off. This one bothers me a lot. MetaMask partners with MasterCard to create a debit card, a crypto debit card. MetaMask is a wallet. Hold it. Mime, the black and white striped person who acts. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I see how this is. Hutanik's not here yet. Ty's not here yet. Joaquin hasn't started up yet. And you figured, I'm at work. Let me just get started. Let me get this party started. Anywho, MetaMask is a wallet. Or when you think about how this works, MetaMask has your wallet. You tie your wallet to this debit card. You go and you make a charge via this new debit card. MasterCard says, oh, it's $100. They go tell MetaMask, hey, we need $100. MetaMask sends them from your wallet. I mean, roundabout, this is basically how it works. Roundabout, there might be some intricacies, but basically this is how it works. And they send them $100, or they sell X amount of money or X amount of digital assets to make for the money, and then they send it, of course, minus fees for that transaction on their side. And then MasterCard gets that store and says, hey, people can still use their crypto and you don't have to do anything. And tell people, wise the heck up. And you have a good 10 minutes to get on my nerves. Is that what you're saying? You've got a good 10 minutes, Bianca? Is that what it is? You're going to get it all in now? I'm going to keep talking. I'm not even going to read anything. I'm not going to read a thing. You're going to have to leave them there and let them sit there. And you're not going to know if I paid attention to it until tomorrow. But think about it. I have an issue with all of these middleman transactions. All jokes aside, I have a problem with middleman transactions. All these companies trying to insert themselves into the middle of a transaction, right? Excuse me. For what reason? To what end? Why? So that middlemen can make money. I'd like to know how much money MetaMask is making off of this deal, because it's MasterCard that needs them. Think about that. I have a wallet. I have MetaMask. Boop-de-doop. You come to my store and I accept crypto, but I don't. I accept fiat, and MasterCard is handling that transaction so that I get my fiat. And hopefully they don't change my rates, right? At my store, I'm probably paying anywhere between 1.9 and 3.9% per transaction. Then whatever the bank charges me. And on the flip side, because you're initiating the transaction, that person's going to get hit with the transaction fee from MetaMask or whoever, right? And then maybe whatever gas fees that occur, or that incur. So then MasterCard collects its money and they're happy. That's a lot of fees on both sides. When I can pay a smaller fee going directly to you and sending you my loot. And if you don't want to keep the digital asset, you can sell it on your own and make your money. Right? That's not what they're doing. So I have a problem with that news. Everybody's going to be looking at that news and going, yay, that's really cool. It's still keeping you in that credit cycle. It's still telling you, oh, you can do your debit card and everything will come off your debit card. It's like cash. So why doesn't the store just do crypto directly? I bet you if you told that store owner that, hey, you'll save money, you'll keep more of your money per transaction than if you keep using some middleman in the transaction. And there's Stitch. All nice and clean from his bath and feeling frisky. You feeling yourself, boy? And now my daughter's home, and my other daughter's home, and now he wants to play. He thinks he's cute. Tail wagging and everything. Oh my God. Now they're having a stare off. They're cracking me up. So yeah, I have a problem with that. Yes, it's a debit card. Yes, it comes out immediately. Not immediately, but it comes out. But that's still inserting somebody in the middle so that they can make money. And the person that actually, the entity that actually gets hurt off of that is actually the store owner, right? It keeps them in the cycle. Because as long as I'm in your store, somebody's going to use a credit card. I want to keep people using credit cards, is the story. That's the deal. Stitch, what are you doing? This dog, still acting like a puppy. So, yeah, I have an issue with that. That's a big problem for me. That's a big problem for me. It should be for you. It really should be for you. Because, so I live basically on as much cash as possible. Debit transactions, cash transactions. Why? Because I don't want to use credit. Why? I only use credit if it's a big ticket item. Get the points, get the miles, get whatever it is I want to get. Grr. Come here. Come here, Uppy. Say hello to everybody. Come here. Up. Stitch Johnson. Up. Come here. So you see him, everybody? So you got your Stitch. So yeah. So Sean should be happy because he hasn't seen Stitch in a while. And now he's just running around my desk like a knucklehead. Scratched me, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Go with the girls. So yeah. That's a lot of news. So yeah, we got some upward momentum, and then we got hit with FUD. Jump trading. Yeah, I think they're doing some nefarious stuff. Or maybe not even nefarious, but they're doing things that'll hurt the cryptoverse. So yeah, not feeling jump trading. Never have, but what else? That's it. That's the big news. Like, we're up, and then so I'm a little annoyed by that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even say what tonight. Were you as mad as I was when I found out that my video had no audio, and I have a misspelled word in there. It says "ha" instead of "had." So 11% said yes, 78% said no, and 11% said other. I'd like to know what the other is. Other was the first vote, and I got 9 votes. Nobody was upset. Nobody missed me. That hurts. Nobody missed me. I'm really upset now. That's disconcerting. Stitch would never, Stitch would never, ever, ever. It's not even funny. Oh. Now you're going to give me the fake tears? Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Bianca. It's very nice of you. Very nice of you. I see how it is. I see how it is. Rick Ritchie has nothing to say. Joaquin has nothing to say. Nobody comes to my defense. You're just going to let her run rampant, huh? Okay. All right. I see how this goes. I see how you people are rolling tonight. I got you. Oh, you're trying to get that little cracker out of there? There's a little peanut butter thing in one of his toys that you put in there so they can gnaw on it and try to get it. And he's been trying to get it for a minute. He can taste it. It's right there, but he can't pull it through. Do you foresee? See, this sounds like a real question. Unlike you, Bianca. Do you foresee a day when transactions will be seamless on all platforms without having to use bridges protocols? No. Here's what I foresee. And I said this, I said this a long time ago. You would love the day that he bites me. You have a morbid soul. A morbid soul. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. Anywho, Joaquin, I do not see that day. Here's why. Let's run with the idea that transactions are out there. My idea for the best application would be, who is it? It's not Ethereum name server, Unstoppable Domains, right? Where I can have a whole bunch of coins that I accept, and all I have to do is use this address, and it will get translated into one of those coins. I create an application that runs at the point of sale. Yo. Oh, okay. You were talking to Joaquin. Oh, okay. Okay, I take it back. Okay. So, if you saw Lethal Weapon, you know what that was. So when you look at, how it would work, you have a transaction that's going on right there. You get a QR code. You hit the QR code, and now it's got your price, and it lets you select which coin that you want to pay with, or you already know they accept these coins. Hit the QR code, pay with one of those coins, and it gets sent off to that single address. Done. Transaction happens. That's how I envision it. It's all going to be automated. No necessity for a third party. I mean, honestly, if I accept 9 different tokens, I can give you 9 different QR codes, and you just boop. I'm gonna pay with this one today. Boop. But wouldn't it be really cool if you had a wallet that could read the QR code and say they accept these coins, and then tells you, hey, here are all the coins they accept. Here are the gas fees for each one of those coins, and off to the races. And maybe a step beyond is it will automatically handle a transaction for you if you say, oh, well, this coin is up. I can sell some of that to handle this transaction and pay them in this way. Boom. And it just happens. Wouldn't that be cool? That's my idea. I might even have my team try to build that. I mean, we have a lot of the tech. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Yeah, lay down. He put his toy near my foot and he scratched my shoe. Now he's waiting for which daughter to come downstairs so he can go act the fool again. So yeah, that's kind of what I see. I don't really see that there is going to be something like that, where you're going to have. I mean, that's as seamless as I can see it. Right, where I actually don't care what coin or anything, it handles it for me. Or the app even tells me, hey, here's your best choice of coin based on fee, how much you actually have of that coin without any additional transactions. Or if you do this transaction now, you'd be able to skim this much of a profit and blah, 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 blah. I can see that. I can see that as like majorly convenient too. From a person that, owns a business that accepts crypto, cash, credit card, PayPal. Just saying. He is the happiest little doggy right now. He is so happy right now. It's ridiculous. My daughter gives him a bath. Like he feigns that he's so bothered by taking a bath. Then he gets in there like a freaking puppy, and he just loves it. Loves getting bathed and everything and brushed, and he's a big baby. Does the tracker have a function where when you hover over a coin, you get a synopsis? No, because it's based on Excel. You'll get that on. We're probably going to build stuff like that in the web version. Like, I know we're building stuff like that in the web version. Like, we already have the roadmap and everything. So there's a difference between desktop Excel version and web version. The web version is going to be like even bigger than that. But here's the difference. Somebody tapped me and said, well, if you're just trying to do that for your taxes, well, you could. There are tons of crypto tax services that are out there that'll do that. And I'm like, I guess, yeah, there are services. We wanted to give the choice that here's a standalone version that you're not sharing your data with anybody. There are tons of services out there that you can share your data with, and they'll go and they'll do everything and boop, 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 boop. I'm sorry, Bianca. I know you got to go back to work. Go earn that money. Just saying, think of all the pretty things you can buy, like retirement. I know I'm a prick. Just stop that whining, though. You're not allowed to whine. Go make that money. So yeah, there's just a lot. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, this version was my original version that I use, so I do not have to share my data with anybody. But then we got a whole bunch of people that were like, well, I want the web version because it's easier for me. Okay, so we're building a web version. Web version will probably be easier, right? You'll just give us a public key, and we'll go get the transactions that you've done that are associated with that, and we'll put them all into the system, and you'll be able to see all your transactions and stuff. So there's a lot. You have a good night too. Stop crying. Go make the money. Don't let the money make you. I mean, I'm not staying on late anyway because I still got tons of stuff to do. Whew. Still got more research to do. I actually do have homework actually for the online version. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing right now is that kind of stuff. But you can't do that kind of stuff efficiently, with that kind of application. I'd have to build a whole software piece standalone, like outside of. So I'm not going to do that. I'd rather build it on the web, open it up to more people, and hopefully people will go use the tool. Because think about what we can do with all the articles that we drop. We've got thousands, all the videos that we have. So imagine you hover over and you see everything that we've got for that particular coin, that particular service or whatever. Imagine if you could do that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be interesting. I should write that down. Yeah. Any questions, suggestions? I mean, so far we had 9 votes before. We got 10 votes, so it's 10 yes, 80% no. 80% didn't care that they didn't hear my voice. I'm still hurting over that. I'm still crying like a baby. And 10%. Dude, no politics. No politics. Nah. We don't do that. You don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, and you try to stay away from sports. There are sports fanatics out there. Yeah. Like I have friends, do the whole baseball thing, and they're like Mets fans. Few of them are Padres fans. I'm a Yankee fan. I mean, I love my Mets too, because I grew up in Queens. But, dude, how is that not politics? How is that not politics? That's politics. Because the last time I even touched on it, people were like freaking out. I thought you said no politics. Well, so yeah, that's the only reason why. That's why I'm not touching it. I think like I've been saying it for a while. I don't care who wins. I mean, I care who wins, but I mean in terms of crypto, I don't care who wins. There's going to be a boatload of change. There's going to be a boatload of change. You can't go forward and pretend crypto's not here. You can't go forward and pretend that you're going to get rid of crypto. Like, what is Gary Gensler? That's the business. Remember we were talking about businesses the other day? That's the business. Find out whatever Gary Gensler is on, recreate it, package it, sell it, get commercials going, some influencers selling that stuff, because that's some good ish right there. Because seriously, I mean, how are you going to think that you're going to get rid of crypto in this day and age? How does that equate in your head? So there are going to be major changes. He's not going to get fired, but his term is going to end, and that'll be it. Bye-bye, Gary. And then who's next? I mean, you really could get somebody like Hester Pierce, who, that's crypto mom. That's a strong possibility. Because she doesn't just blindly side for crypto, but she takes a pragmatic approach to it. Right? She's like, well, it's not going anywhere, so we better learn how to work with it. Better learn how to work with it. And when you really think about it, is that really our government that was trying to like tamp down on crypto? I don't think so. You have a lot of big money out there that still doesn't want crypto to happen. It's just saying. Just saying. I mean, Vanguard came out today. I mean, not related, but Vanguard came out today and said, no, you can forget it. We're not doing anything crypto. Makes freaking sense. Why is that? They own BlackRock. We don't have to do it because they do it. We don't have to worry about that. We still get the benefit of them doing it. So why should we? I know you weren't shilling any candidate. That's why I said I can't say it because, it's got a name in it. But yeah, I knew you weren't shilling. I was just making a point that I can't. It's too close. But if we want to talk about, ramifications, whoever the new president is, there's going to be a change. There's going to be change. I mean, look at some of the dumbest ideas that are out there. Oh, we're going to use, crypto to pay down debt or do this or do that. From a bunch of people that really don't understand how things work. They're just spewing things. Then you have the other side of the aisle talking about, oh, crypto's only for nefarious people. Please take many seats. Please shut up. That's somebody who's not even trying to learn. Yeah, so that's what I find to be a pain in the tail. Yeah, those are my thoughts in general. Seriously, I think those changes are coming, no matter what. You have to take the cryptoverse seriously. I mean, it's integrated technology all over the place. I had a conversation with somebody today, and I was like, imagine what I was telling you guys the other day. Imagine the first bank that comes along and does everything via blockchain, or integrates blockchain to a way where everything's dirt cheap. Settlements are cheap. They're faster. Everything just happens faster. You went to the store, you used your credit card, you get your bill at the end of the month that tells you this is how much you owe, but that credit card transaction doesn't end for like 30, 60 days. Nah, that credit card transaction will settle that, within the next 10 minutes. Boop! Done. All of the banking systems have a central location for data. Everything gets pumped out. Done. So yeah, I mean, you're not going to get rid of crypto. You're gonna have to deal with it, or you're gonna get run over by it. That's honestly how I feel about it. Right. So if you're a mom and pop shop, you own a business, small business, medium business, big business, conglomerate, you're going to have to deal with crypto. I mean, hell, you have investors that are like, how come you don't have crypto on your balance sheets? I'm dead serious. How come you don't have Bitcoin on your balance sheet? How come you don't have Bitcoin as a part of your reserves? What? You're a membership place. How come you don't? How come you're not using NFTs? For everything else? Because then they don't have to use special equipment. The whole card reader thing that goes away. Everybody's got a phone. Boop. That's it. Just put a pad on the desk and everybody just walks by. Bink. They walk in. I'm just saying, there are so many different ways that crypto is being used right now. Not just crypto in terms of coins and tokens. I mean, the technologies. The tech is being used. That's the big deal. That's the win right there. Elections? Whatever. Serious. But Japanese prime minister stepping down in a month? Whatever. I mean, the Nikkei falling the way it did. I mean, that was the last straw for everybody. It was like, you gotta go, buddy. But that's not the only thing, right? They've got young people that are leaving, that are leaving the country to go make money someplace else. That's how it's rolling. Something to contemplate. So yeah, in general, I'm one of those people that's all about the integration of the technology, not just the investment for sake of investment. Because what are you investing in? Why are you investing? You're investing because you think the coin is going to go up. Why is the coin going to go up? The coin's going to go up because it's being used. How is it being used? Oh, because it's being integrated. It's a part of my cash. It's part of my cash out system. You come in and you pay in this way, part of my payment system. That's how. That's honestly how. So yeah, I think, I think the world, not just the United States, I think the world is having a wake-up call. Like, at first it was shock. At first it was, when first crypto first came out, it was, that's nothing. We're not going to pay attention to it. Nobody paid attention to it. Okay, cool. Then a few years later, oh, well, look, we could just get rid of it. It's easy. Not a big deal. And then it grew again. And the more you tried to squeeze, the more people found out about it. The more people found out about it, the more you tried to squeeze. The more you tried to squeeze, the more people wanted it. And it became a cycle. And then what happened? Well, now you can't get rid of it because now it's so big that retail and institutions want it. And you're gonna go to Franklin Templeton, 1 point some odd trillion dollars in assets under management, and tell them you're gonna have to rip that out of your settlement system because crypto's bad. They will look at you and be like, "We're saving millions. We're not doing that. We're not doing that." You serious? I mean, I think the world is going through shock right now, and from a government perspective, they're going through shock right now. They were not expecting this, not in the slightest. So they're all sitting there like, what do we do? What do we do? What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? So you've got some countries that are trying to take a pragmatic approach to it. You have other countries that are just trying to shoot from the hip. You have other countries that are just saying, "Oh, we're just going to take it all." You have different things that are going on right now that are having a major, a profound effect on the financial institutions around the world. And not just financial institutions. There are so many people around the world that are bankless, but they have crypto. That was one of the reasons why Stellar was created. Just saying. So many people around the world had no way of getting to a bank. They live in the middle of nowhere. So here's crypto. Doot, doot, doot. And when I first started eons ago, I was like, yeah, MoneyGram, all those services, they're going out of business. The hell I need you for? What's the big amount of money that people are sending home? A few $100s? Are there big transactions, those marginalized transactions that happen? Yeah, sure. But for the most part, they're sending home, a few bucks at a time. You know what I mean? The hell I need you for? I'll send you some crypto. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm in my underwear, eating potato chips, watching television. Grandma needs some money. Boop. There you go. Just saying that the world is changing. The world is seriously changing. When people start to get educated on how long transactions take and how many places where along that path that others are making money off of those transactions and all the stuff that goes into it and why you're spending so much money to have a bank account that doesn't do anything for you because. I had a conversation with a banking guy and he was like, yeah, that's going to be a very big deal. He was like, SoFi's doing a good job. Newer technology, all that stuff. I said, yeah, they have newer technology, but I'm talking about a bank that comes along and says, oh, we could use blockchain for a lot of these services. Transactions will happen like this. Record keeping? Oh, that's easy. It's right there on the blockchain. We just looked that up. Boop. There you go. We know this account number is tied to this. Boom, boom, boom. Out the door. Real-time reporting. How's that sound? I hate looking at my credit card app or my banking app over the weekend to see processing. It's still processing. So the number I see over here is not the right number. I've got to stand there, subtract that, and add this and do the screw that nonsense. That's crazy. It's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. So yeah, I think about stuff like that. About how, those things change. So when I'm looking at the news, every time I give you guys news, I'm contemplating, so the U.S. government moves some money. If that was going to be even an OTC transaction, what would it do? If it was a public transaction, what would it do? It's never going to be public. That's not going to happen. Not in the United States. Nah. If it's just a custodial deal, what's going to happen? So as soon as the news hits, you wait. You wait because people are stupid. And you let the market drop. And then you take some dry powder and you buy some more. Because people are stupid. So you know that money's going to come back to you. Instant transactions will eliminate an entire float. Oh my God, yes. That's why I keep saying, we've got to readjust there are people that are always going to live on credit. It's just the way it is. But there are many of us that are not. We're going to live on, if we have it, we have it. And if we don't, we don't. The biggest thing that you might do is, okay, I'll go get a car loan, maybe. Or I'll go get a mortgage, maybe. And that's, by the way, that's if you can actually buy a house because they're all being bought up by major corporations around the world. So there's that. But yeah, things are changing and they're changing quickly, which is why I tell people that, hey, you better catch up. You better figure this out because if they own everything, nothing's going to change because they will own everything. And that'll be worse. They'll own crypto. They'll own housing. They own the small businesses. See where this is going? You start to realize that you're living a life where, they'll give you coffee so you can work harder. I saw a reel on Instagram that was like, oh yeah, you know what they used to do back in the day? They'd give those poor animals coffee just so they could work harder. And the girl goes, wow, that's terrible. And then she takes a sip of her coffee and goes, that's serious stuff. I don't own any money but pay my credit cards with another credit card, points and time. Never use cash. Like, yeah, I don't use cash. I won't carry cash. Unless I'm going someplace and I need to leave a tip, then I'll make sure to go get cash. But other than that, I'm not getting cash. Screw that. I want the points. But I'll pay everything in full. Because it's a discount. Everybody's like, oh, you got to go for the miles. You got to go. Why am I going to go for the miles? You get 50 million miles. And the 50 million miles, but it costs 49 million to take a plane ride someplace. The scale. The scale. Come on. Give me the money. Give me the money. I'm telling you that Costco credit card is nice. Costco credit card is nice. I get 2 checks. I get 2 checks. I get the rebate check and I get another rebate. I get like 2 rebate checks. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and definitely try to work on becoming a member because things are going to change and members have benefits. All right? Everybody, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for spending time with me, sharing things with me, giving me things to talk about, giving me thought. I really appreciate that. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.